Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally, you'll be bound to see him in the final third, where he can get the very best out of his strengths.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Forlan, out to the right, Messi, and it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Puskás concedes a free kick for that. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's taking no chances there. And they can counter here. Now it's Owen. And that is a little undercooked. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Short changes him with that pass. And here's Forlan. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Puskás. It's a searching pass. He's looking wide. Mbappe. Oh, that's delightful.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's lost his man. Puskás! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And this is Puskás. Oh, there's a probing ball. Foden. Now it's Owen, and he's had it nicked away. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that's been won straight back. And Puskás! Now, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's Messi. Davids. That has been cut short. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that looks a decent ball. Shevchenko. Owen. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Mbappe. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Messi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Alexander-Arnold. And he's picked it up out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, that's clever. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's gone for a throw-in. Araujo. Rodri.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Roberto Carlos. Now
There will be
Pirlo.
1 minute added time.
And here's Forlan. Owen. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them with the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading 1-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. The message is clear. None shall pass. Great vision. Thuram calmly anticipates. Cruyff. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well, they've got it again. Now it's Puskas. That has been slung wide. Real chance! It's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Madrid awarded another corner, corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Can he get on the end of this? And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Alexander-Arnold. And here's Foden, and this is Forlan, and this is Messi. And the ball is out of play. Araujo. Can he get it through? Cruyff. Davids. Aims beyond the defence. Played out wide. Played back in. And Owen! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll...
He gets big! He's got a goal! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rijkaard. Davids. Nicely worked. And there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Shevchenko. Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is Messi! Oh, terrific save.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Threads one in. And this is Forlan. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that's going to be a booking. Rijkaard. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Forlan. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Davids. Puskás. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Foden. Foot in. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Davids. Thuram. That has ended up in no man's land.
Added minutes
Squeeze
have
it
been
through.
indicated.
Pirlo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Time added on 4 minutes. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Taken back almost at once. That's that, the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
And a quick reminder
Owen,
today
very
to
much
please
the hero in this game.
located by the entrance gates.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. So Dida between the sticks for this one, widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where...
Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. This might spell danger. No, it's Nedved. And this is Ronaldinho. And here's Mbappe. Now this could... Great chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan have their second corner now. Milan can try it again now. Milan have their third corner. Well, there's the clearance. Played out wide. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. This looks promising. And this is Nedved. And here's Nedved. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cruyff. Still goalless at the moment. Played into space. Shevchenko is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Pele. Pele driving forwards. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now, and the shot! Goal! Milan! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things...
And Owen! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Bergomi. And it's Ronaldinho. He's picked his way through. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Now it's Shevchenko. Davids. Well seen, saw that coming. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Pele. Ah, that's a fine interception. Owen. Davids. Ambitious ball here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Tries to pass it through. He's through here. He's found a way through. Well, that's an excellent interception. Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Yaya Toure. Oh, what a ball! Oh, super ball! Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has a shot! Puskás.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Yaya Toure. And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good-looking ball.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Nicely weighted ball. They're urging him to shoot. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Milan get their fourth corner. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Shevchenko. Cannavaro is fouled. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Yaya Toure. Bergomi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram cuts out the pass. Nedved. Mbappe! Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that was nowhere near his best. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Mbappe. Ronaldinho. That's tidy. He is through here. Oh, he's been shot, surely! Goal! 2 up now, and cruising. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And this is Nedved. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Defending was strong and firm. Romario now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now that looks a decent ball, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Big chance! Yes! And they are cruising away. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Puskas, chips it through. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, what has happened here? Hoisted in. Nedved. Neymar. Now Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And here's Romario. Nedved. And it's Bergomi. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Half an hour gone in the second half. He's had it taken off him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe, looking for options for movement. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Nedved. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Thuram. Davids. It's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle and here we go. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards.
There's the shot! Goal! Victoria! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That's a sharp pass. Out to the left it goes. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Rijkaard. That has not gone well. Owen. Now it's Romario. Julie. He is just caressing the ball. And it's made its way to him. Played into the box. And he shoots!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Owen. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's a good spell of possession, this. Thinks about the shot. Davids.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking here to chip it through. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement.